hello. I wasn't expecting anyone, but welcome. Now don't be shy, come in a bit closer. That's it. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Charlie. That's my name, but who am I? Well, that's another story, isn't it? Now, let's get a few things out of the way. I don't have eyes, I don't have a mouth, I don't have a nose, I don't have a face. But it don't matter, do it? What matters is the story I'm about to relay. It's a very special Christmas story, a very tiny Christmas story. Perhaps you've heard of it. It's called The Perfect Christmas Tree. You haven't heard of it? Well, you're in for a treat then. Like I said, it's a tiny Christmas story, and it's about tiny little rabbits. 4 tiny little rabbits to be exact. You got your mama rabbit. Her name is Kirsten. Alright, we're just going to call her Mama Rabbit. And then we got Rachel Rabbit, Gavin Rabbit, and Jonah Rabbit. And here's the story. Well, this tiny rabbit family lived in a regular neighbourhood full of humans, but they lived outside in a very scary, tiny barn. But this barn is empty. Hang on a second. No, they used to live in the tiny, scary barn. But now they live in this wonderful little tiny house, perfect for the little tiny rabbits. You'll notice that there's not a wall on the other side. Well, they're rabbits, they've got fur. They don't need a complete house to keep them warm and safe, do they? Alright, so this is what happened 2 days before Christmas. On this one fine wintry day, the tiny little rabbit family was driving from the supermarket. They were singing Christmas songs because they were happy.
Yes, Jonah?
When are we going to get Christmas tree?
Yeah,
when are we gonna
get a Christmas tree? Good question. You know, every year we try and we don't seem to ever get the right kind of tree.
Yeah, you remember last year when we got a giraffe? Yeah, or how about that tape measure from the year before? Or the bow tree? Or that spool of thread we had that one year?
Jonah, you weren't even born when we had that spool of thread.
Yeah, but everybody told me about it.
Don't forget the year that Gavin brought home a human Christmas tree.
It was too big.
Yeah, that tree was just a little too big.
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on?
I'm stopping the car, kids. You know, I remember when I was a little rabbit, one special Christmas, your grandfather drove me out to this wild, vast wilderness, and we picked out the perfect Christmas tree that year. And you know what? We're gonna do the same today.
Yay!
And so Mama Rabbit turned the car around and drove straight away to a distant land known to the tiny rabbit people as the Great Field. Hello again. Now to the humans, it may have been known simply as the backyard. But to tiny little rabbits, it was a great field, filled with magical objects discarded by the humans as mere trash. But to tiny rabbits, they were the potential for a perfect Christmas tree. But which one would it be? The tiny rabbit family took a great risk that day, traversing the great field covered in snow. On a bad day, they might have been attacked by a giant feline known to the humans as the domestic cat. To the kitty cat, the tiny little rabbits would make a fine plate of appetizers before breakfast, wouldn't they? But this wasn't a bad day, no. There were no cats about, so they freely browsed the field searching for the one perfect tree.
Did I tell everybody about that strange dream I had the other night?
You told us about that dream 10 times already, Rachel. Now, Gavin. Rachel, tell us about that dream.
Yes, I want to hear that story for the 11th time, too. So I dreamt we were living in the old scary barn, and I heard noises on the rooftop, and I went outside and looked up, and instead of reindeers, I saw strange animals, and I heard Santa yell, "On Dalmatian, on Ducky, on Squirrely, on Lammy, on Piggy, on Doggy," and there weren't any other reindeer. And then I looked over to see Santa, and you know what? He kind of looked like Grandpa. He was a cowboy.
That is a great dream. Thanks for sharing, Rachel.
Thanks for sharing, Rachel.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, Rachel. Gavin.
Oh, look at this.
This is pretty cool.
Oh, I like this, Mama.
Another spool of thread I think we learned our lesson from last time.
What do you think, Mama?
Boy, it sure is tempting, but I don't think this'll even fit.
Anybody got a hammer to get a crack at those chocolates?
All right, kids. I don't know.
I don't know.
We've got to think creatively. I'm seeing potential here, people.
Yeah, I don't know.
A paprika tree for Christmas? I'm gonna say no on this. Philistines!
Mama, look what me and Rachel found.
All right, Jonah, take my hand. This is a very steep hill. Be careful, okay?
I'm a big boy. I can make it up my own.
Well, just hold my hand anyway, okay?
Oh, look at that, will you?
It's just beautiful.
It's amazing. It's the bestest cake I have ever seen in my life. Anybody bring an axe?
Oh boy. We're home, kids.
I think it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's the perfect Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, kids.
Merry Christmas, Mama.
And so, the tiny little rabbit family finally had their perfect Christmas tree for a perfect Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year!